Welcome to Mastering the MDS, the fundamentals of the RAI. In this video, we'll help you to identify the various components of the Resident Assessment Instrument and RAI process. Understand the sequence in which the process is applied. Review the contents and learn how to navigate the RAI Manual. And recognize the impact that utilizing the RAI process has on influencing positive resident outcomes. The RAI process helps nursing home staff gather definitive information on a resident's strengths and needs, which must be addressed in an individualized care plan. It also assists staff with evaluating goal achievement and revising care plans accordingly by enabling the nursing home to track changes in the resident's status. The Resident Assessment Instrument, or RAI, consists of three basic components: the Minimum Data Set, or MDS, the Care Area Assessment, or CA process, and the RAI Utilization Guidelines. The MDS is a core set of screening, clinical, and functional status data elements, including common definitions and coding categories, which form the foundation of a comprehensive assessment for all residents of nursing homes certified to participate in Medicare or Medicaid. The Care Area Assessment, or CA process, is a process designed to assist the assessor to systematically interpret the information recorded on the MDS. Once a care area has been identified or triggered, nursing home providers use current, evidence-based clinical resources to conduct an assessment of the potential problem and determine whether or not to care plan for it. The key to successfully using the ROI process is to understand that its structure is designed to enhance resident care, increase a resident's active participation in care, and promote the quality of a resident's life. The utilization guidelines provide instructions for when and how to use the RAI. The Utilization Guidelines, also known as the Long-Term Care Facility Resident Assessment Instrument 3.0 User's Manual, includes instructions for completion of the RAI, as well as structured frameworks for synthesizing MDS and other clinical information. The manual is divided into 6 chapters, followed by an appendix for references. Beginning with Chapter 1, the Resident Assessment Instrument, which summarizes the RAI process, background, and contents of the manual. Chapter 2, Assessments for the Resident Assessment Instrument, which details assessment types and scheduling. Chapter 3, Overview to the Item-by-Item Guide to the MDS 3.0, which breaks down coding guidelines, definitions, and the steps to assessing for each section of the MDS assessment. Chapter 4, Care Area Assessment Process and Care Planning. Chapter 5, Submission and Correction of the MDS Assessments, and Chapter 6, Medicare Skilled Nursing Facility Prospective Payment System, PPS. The RAI simply provides a structured, standardized approach for applying a problem identification process in nursing homes. The RAI should not be, nor was it ever meant to be, an additional burden for nursing home staff. The completion of the RAI can be conceptualized using the nursing process as follows: assessment, taking stock of all observations, information, and knowledge about a resident from all available sources. Decision-making, determining with the resident or resident's family, guardian, or other legally authorized representative, the resident's physician, and the interdisciplinary team, the severity, functional impact, and scope of a resident's clinical issues and needs. Identification of outcomes, determining the expected outcomes forms the basis for evaluating resident-specific goals and interventions that are designed to help residents achieve those goals. Care planning, establishing a course of action with input from the resident or resident's representative, resident's physician, and interdisciplinary team that moves a resident toward resident-specific goals, utilizing individual resident strengths and interdisciplinary expertise. Crafting the how of resident care. Implementation, putting that course of action or specific interventions derived through interdisciplinary individualized care planning into motion by staff knowledgeable about the resident's care goals and approaches. Carrying out the how and when of resident care. Evaluation, critically reviewing individualized care plan goals, interventions, and implementation in terms of achieved resident outcomes as identified, and assessing the need to modify the care plan to adjust to changes in the resident's status, goals, or improvement or decline. Lastly, we'll review an incredibly useful but often underutilized section of the RAI Manual, the appendices. Here you will find a dictionary of terms and definitions. Care area resources, such as additional assessment tools to help further evaluate care area triggers. A list of general clinical practice guidelines and tools that may be useful in completing the RAI or CAA process. section-specific worksheets that provide detailed instructions and can be used to help guide your assessment as you perform it. And lastly, a complete list of web page links where you can find the references used throughout the manual directly from the source. The RAI process provides an open space to obtain invaluable knowledge grounded in clinical competence, observational, interviewing, critical thinking skills, and the assessment expertise required to develop individualized care plans, which is why understanding the fundamentals is imperative. For more information about coding the MDS, or to find more MDS-related content, follow our channel at MDS Made Easy. Brought to you by the Data Nurse, your partners in MDS Precision. Thanks for watching.